Hey kids, it's Kristen. So for today's video, I had an idea to do some makeup looks inspired by my dog. So first up, we're gonna have Red. Um, see if I can get him in frame here. Come here, come here. You got your treat. Come here, come here, Diggy. Come here, come on, come here, come here, come here, come here. Give me kisses. Come here, get your treat. Come on. Let's see. Oh, you can see. There we go. There's Red. If you notice, my background's a little bit different. When I like unbox stuff or, show you hauls and things, I sit on the floor and the lighting's okay from like the ceiling light. If I do it at my desk, like eyeshadow looks and stuff, the lighting's not great. Where I usually am. So I switched sides of my desk. So unfortunately, you just have like a white wall behind me. Red snuck out. I was trying to keep him in here. So now you have a door. So if I'm doing like a get ready with me or showing you a look, that is probably, that looks better. That's probably what I'm going to do until I do something with the ceiling lighting. So you kind of got a glimpse of Red. I did do a photo that I'm going to have as my thumbnail. It'll show him a little bit better, but he's more orange than red. So the story with Red is there was a rescue group that was sponsoring 3 dogs that were at the shelter and looking for foster homes for them. And Red was one of them. His name actually at the time was Brutus. The trainer that was working with him was kind of like, let's not give that to a big pit bull. Let's switch up his name. So she called him Red, and so I kept with that, and I called him Red. So they're like, yeah, we'll just foster him, we'll promote his adoption, blah, blah, blah. It'll be like 3-4 months. Well, that was like 10.5 years ago. So Red's my boy now. So he's got the orange, he's got some white like on his chest, mostly, and then like down the front of his nose and snout. And he's got like these really pretty hazel eyes. He's pretty energetic and loving and very warm. Like he likes to cuddle. He loves people. He's a little iffy about other dogs, but he loves pretty much every person he meets. So we were going to do him first. I figured I'd just go oldest to youngest, not preference. But so I've had him for 10.5 years. Yeah, he's my cuddle boy. He definitely likes to usually be around me, but apparently he knew I was just trying to give him treats to get him to do something. And once he realized the treats were gone, he was done. So I already did my base because that's not really going to change on the dogs. So I just did that for time, and so you don't have to see my face without base makeup. It's a little rough. I'm gonna grab my scissors. I just bought this, well, not just, it's actually probably been a couple weeks, but I haven't dug into it yet. But I thought this might be a good palette for Red. So this is BH Cosmetics Party in Puerto Rico. I believe this is from the old collection. So BH like went out of business, and then they came back, and they're being run by Makeup Revolution now. I haven't tried anything since they have been bought. I've heard mixed, not the best reviews. I do have a small palette that I think is from their rebranding. I haven't used it yet. I think I'm going to use this one when I do BMO. So we'll kind of test that out. Okay. So I'm going to switch to like orange and probably like, I think, and I'm going to say this so wrong, Ricon, it's kind of like a brownie gold. It kind of reminds me of his eyes, that hazel kind of color, not totally brown. There's some prettiness in there. So I think to start out, I'm not gonna be able to say these. I'm not gonna insult Puerto Rico by trying to say these. So I think I'm gonna use this and this color. Use my mirror here. Come back. I thought I heard Red. He might just be sitting outside the room. Sometimes he does that. Like, he might want to come in the room with me, but he'll, like, sit outside of the room, like, to protect me, I guess, or make sure I don't disappear. He does it a lot, like, if I'm taking a bath or taking a shower. He doesn't necessarily want to be in the bathroom because he might get wet, or I might think he needs to take a bath, and he doesn't want to do that. But he'll, like, sit right outside the door. I think it's more to make sure I don't disappear on him. I'm afraid I'm gonna run away from him or something. So that's that bright orange laid down. Excuse me. I'm gonna get an even fluffier brush. And that's this lighter orange color. I'm also gonna try to use at least a couple makeup products that I have that I haven't tried yet in this like doggy inspired series, just to use some of my products. So I have like a shelf full of stuff I need to get through to test out and that I haven't tried yet because I have a problem. I have too much makeup, but it's just so fun. So that's how I am. So I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to clean it off a little bit on my makeup eraser. And I think I'm going to do some yellow too. So right there, even though he's not yellow, I just wanted to add a little bit. Just for the look. And blend it in with that lighter orange on the outside. It's not too yellow doing that. It kind of makes it just almost more of just a little bit of a lighter orange. That gives like some gradient and makes it look a little bit more colorful than just the two oranges. Kind of gives it like an ombre effect, although kind of an ombre effect to orange too. Kind of, you can still see the yellow a little bit, but it's not yellow, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't because I don't explain things very well, but I like that. Especially on the side, clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna get my glitter glue for the shimmer shades. I think this would be a really nice palette to make a sunset eyeshadow look, because it's got a really pretty pink, like a pinkish red down in here. So I think if you mix that with the yellow and the orange, it'll make a really nice sunset look, which is a fun look to do. All right, so that's the shade I'm gonna use for the shimmer. Yeah, it's got that like gold brownish orangish that I kind of identify with like Red's eye color with it, because it's not straight up brown like Minnie Dog's eye color. And I always thought that was kind of really special about him, that he had, you know, not like the straight brown, like kind of a hazel color eye. So, and there's not really like a light shimmer to do like an inner corner, so I am just going to put that same color in. So that's maybe my one criticism about this palette, is it could use some lighter shimmers for like an inner corner, or if you just want to go lighter on your shimmers. So, but otherwise I liked it. I got it at Marshall's for like $6. So you can find quite a bit of their products there. Especially after the first time, even before they closed down the first time, they had quite a few of their palettes and, well, makeup in general, plus their brush sets. And this is just regular mascara, regular black mascara. That's another thing that's not going to really change between the looks, is the mascara. I just didn't want to put mascara on before the eyeshadow, because then I have a hard time. And eyeshadow gets on the mascara. So that's the eye look for Red. And throw a little bronzer on. For the most part, bronzer will also stay the same. Bronzer's not something that like I switch up that often unless I want to do like a cream instead of a powder. But I am going to use the Kimchi one, which leans a little bit warmer. Like I said, when I think of Red, I think of like warmth and cuddle and coziness, because he likes to be cozy. He likes to be warm. He's not like an outside, hang out all day kind of dog. Like Charlie used to, when it was like snow, he'd like to dig around in the snow and be out in the snow. Red is like a little dog where he's like, I want to get my business done and come back inside. It's just starting to get sunny and warm here. It's been like in the 70s during the day the last couple of days. It still gets pretty chilly at night, and he'll want to go outside and just like lay in the sun. He likes to do that. And when I use this one, I use a little bit of a fluffier brush because it is so warm. And it doesn't, if it's more pigmented, it kind of looks orange and icky on my skin. So I try not to have it so dense. I thought I had more orange blushes, but I couldn't find them. So I'm going to do California from Benefit. I've had this blush for quite a while. Is it orange? I thought it was orange. Well, that's what we got, so we'll use it. I wonder if it's just slightly orange leaning, and because I've had this for a while, so I probably had it when I didn't have 500 blushes, and kind of figured, oh, I still remembered it as like a really orange one, but it's more orangey pink, so it feels like every time I think I'm getting an orange blush, it just turns pink still, so, but it's pretty. And for highlight, I am going to use one I haven't used before. This is from Makeup Revolution Treehouse of Horrors. I'm going to use this Golder shade since he is a orangish gold in his eyes a little bit. And I don't think I've used this yet. It was in my shelf of not used makeup, so I'm assuming I haven't. Sometimes I forget and I put stuff back, but I will say with Makeup Revolution, like, I have bought several of their palettes just because of the packaging, and not been like super impressed at all. But some of their highlighters are really good. And this it's pretty subtle, but it's going on nice. I like how it goes above the shadow. It's pretty subtle. So not my favorite in that way, because I do generally like a little bit more punch. But if I'm looking for a subtle highlight, this is actually pretty nice. So yeah, I'm not mad about this. Once again, got it at Marshall's for, I think it was like $4. So can't complain too much about $4. Yeah, I think I like it, you know, if I'm going for a subtle look. So last up, we got a orange liquid lip from About Face. I got this during the Ulta sale. I've tried it once so far. When I first put it on, I was like, oh, I don't know. It looked kind of patchy and not very opaque, but then I blotted it, let it dry down, and actually looked really pretty. I got, I think, a couple compliments on it, so. Oh, I do not have a orange lip liner. I have a white one, which I don't know where it is right now, so we're just gonna go without lip liner. And that might be a mistake, but I have one other of her liquid lips, and they're pretty nice. I'm not a huge liquid lip girl, but every once in a while. I also have very small lips, so sometimes with liquid it can just kind of go everywhere, and I don't have a lot of space for that to happen, so. Okay. Let me blot it out a little bit. So yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but like right now it looks kind of patchy. Same thing happened the first time I used it, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but once it really dried down and kind of settled in, it looked really nice and really smooth. So sometimes those first impressions can fool you, so sometimes you got to give it a little bit of time. So, but anyway, this is my Red Dog look. Warm and orangey and comforting. How I think of red. He's my cuddle butt. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it was fun and just something a little bit different. And like I said, I'll do 2 more with BMO and Jake. I don't know like what schedule. I don't think it'll be this week. I might spread it out. I'm just not sure. It kind of depends on what's coming in, what's going on in my life. This week's a little crazy. Next week's gonna be a little crazy, at least the first half. We'll just kind of play it by ear, but I do plan on doing BMO and Jake as well, and I think that'll be really fun. I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please like, share, and subscribe. By the time this video goes out, my giveaway should be over, so unfortunately won't be able to get in for that, but there'll be one hopefully not too long after. Yeah, so like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Any engagement is great. Invite your friends, and hopefully we can all have a good time together. So all right guys, I will see you later. Thank you.